Okay. All right. What's up, everyone? Sorry we're a little bit delayed. Just want to make sure that this is going to go live, or it is live. All right. Let me know if we're live. God, it's being slow on my end. Hold on. I just want to verify since we were busy setting things up. And YouTube Studio's being a little bit slow.
Yeah, all good.
All right, cool. I still just want to verify real fast after the ads get done. Okay, so we could potentially have a hurricane by the middle of this week. So we got this tropical or potential tropical cyclone 6. So National Hurricane Center at 4 p.m. just issued the warning codes. Okay, cool. It is actually live. All right, sorry about that, guys. I was busy getting things set up. So yeah, National Hurricane Center is going to start issuing advisories, or they already have. Looks like right now it's forecast to become a tropical storm at about 1 p.m. Monday. And I'm just going to move. Actually, that might mess it up. Never mind. And then by 1 p.m. Wednesday, forecast to be at least a Category 1 hurricane as it makes way towards the Texas-Louisiana border. The track could still shift east or westward. If it does shift more eastward, it will have more time over the Gulf of Mexico, which still has very warm waters. If that's the case, would not be surprised if it starts pushing Category 2 hurricane status. But as of right now, forecast to at least be a Category 1. Could even potentially be a high-end Category 1 and strengthening upon landfall. But yeah, that is the latest update as at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time today. National Hurricane Center finally started making advisories on this. It's still not Francine, but this one will be named Francine. So by as early as potentially tonight, depending on what it's looking like, it could be Tropical Storm Francine. Yeah, will be the name of this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tropical Tidbits. Whoa, that looks funky. It was formerly Invest 91L, but now it is the potential Tropical Cyclone 6. So we can go take a look at that on satellite real fast. No real clear eye. Also, they must be having some issues with this satellite image. I don't know why it's doing that little clipping thing, but it is what it is. We got to roll with it. But that's current look at it on satellite. So still very disorganized. Looks like it could try and to be kind of clearing out an eye right there, but it's kind of hard with how that satellite image is cutting off at the end. I believe they are finally starting to fly into this, or they flew into it earlier today. The Hurricane Hunters, although I'm not sure which one this would be for. But yeah, now potential Tropical Cyclone 6. So pretty much it's just a is your brand new name or band name. But yeah, so it's gonna become a tropical cyclone here pretty soon. Once again, as early as this evening into tonight. So we can go and take a look at some of these model runs that predict the path of where it's gonna go. Maybe some of those might not be loaded in yet. All right, so we're gonna have to go use the 06 and maybe come on. Why is it just not wanting to do it whatsoever? Okay, so these are a little bit outdated, but this gives an idea for the millibars and the potential track. So black line is an average of all the forecast models of where they're grouping all of these tracks at. That's the average. So really right there along the Texas-Louisiana border. About 996 millibars or so based on this one. Wish the newer ones would load, but let's see if we can get... It's just being super slow. That's frustrating. That is super old. That's pretty old data at this point. Real fast, I'll get to some names. Typically I do that, but was kind of just stumbling my way into the stream, honestly. What's up, Dylan? Hey, Perry. Thumbnail is pretty funny. Thanks to King for that. just poking a little fun. The Atlantic has been pretty slow, honestly, for this season. You know, they forecasted a very, very active season, and it's kind of been anything but that. I mean, we've had some hurricanes and stuff, but nothing to the degree that we probably should have. I have my own opinions on that, but I don't really have any scientific data to back that up. But, of course, hey, Melanie, Southwest Ohio tornado chasing, Will, Dreambert, great to see you again. Pokes Tyler with a stick. Come on, do something. Yeah, sorry about that again, guys. Catherine, good to see ya. Brittany, Janice, Taco King, great to see you again. Hogwarts, Daily, how's it going? Leo, Grifter, Sharon, Dave, how's it going? All right. I think I'm pretty much caught up. Sorry if I missed any names, but let's get back into this. Had to take that little break. Let's see if we can actually go use this site. This is kind of like, I mean, I've looked at this stuff lately, but not today. I haven't really had the opportunity yet, but yeah, we can use weathernerds.org, although it doesn't show like the millibars and stuff, but this is kind of just showing you the tracks. Once again, the black line is going to be the average of those all those model tracks. So yeah, really, this one's pushing a little bit further east. And then that one doesn't have the black line. But as you can see, there's kind of just a wide range of where this may go. That's still going to get honed in over the next few days as well. We still probably won't have a great idea until probably like Tuesday. But this is forecast to, if we go back over here, once again, 1 p.m. on Wednesday as of right now along the Texas-Louisiana border. So that could be earlier, that could be a little bit later. Once again, it really just depends on how far east it's going to go and things of that nature. There is an intensity track thing that I did want to look at. I just can't remember where exactly it is. Where is... Oh, intensity guidance. Model intensity. See, why is this website having so many issues right now? I'm just going to try reopening it. Why? They might be updating this page too, honestly, as more information has been getting posted, but that's kind of frustrating. I really wanted to show the intensity forecast thing. Give me 1 second. I know I saw a post about it earlier today, so I'm gonna go try finding that real fast, at least to show that. So 1 second while I try and find that. So I bet they're just updating on that website. And I just chose a terrible time to go live. Okay, I got one here. Okay, so James Pettis posted this earlier. This is where I remember seeing it from. But this is when it was the Invest 91L. So this could have changed by now. Once again, that website, Tropical Tidbits, is probably just getting updated a lot. But as you can see, quite a bit are showing just tropical storm. There's a few that are showing category 1 at least. And then there's this kind of outlier at this point. Kind of. I mean, the other one's not very far away from showing Cat 2 as well. But this is just showing you that it kind of has the potential to push category 2. I don't believe it would push category 3 or anything higher than category 2 really. But certainly not out of the table. Gulf of Mexico can do some tricky things. Those waters are still pretty warm as well. But yeah, you can pull up all this information in Radar Omega 2, or at least most of this information, so you can get these areas highlighted. And then, of course, you can turn on the tracks. So Radar Omega already has where it's projected to make landfall. So it'll be near the Port Arthur, over towards the Cameron, Louisiana area. One of the many things about Radar Omega that I love, so many things that you can do on it, such as pulling up these tracks. Even when I'm out chasing hurricanes, which I do plan to chase this one, by the way. I'll be leaving tomorrow morning at some point. I don't know what time yet. I don't even know how long of a drive I have. I haven't really looked. But yeah, even when I'm out chasing, trying to figure out positioning and stuff, I will definitely have this pulled up on my phone, and I will have this track overlaid, because you can go look at the track on the National Hurricane website, but you can't really see any towns and stuff. So yeah, I will pull up Radar Omega and look and see where that track and kind of position myself based off that as well. And also feel free to leave any questions, guys. We'll try to get to those as soon as we can. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Hopefully it'll be a daytime landfall. That's definitely going to change. I even tell my mods this as we prepare for these last few hurricanes, Hurricane Beryl, Hurricane Debbie. I tell my mods when I'm giving them updates about when we may go live for the streams and all that, said right now this is very preliminary. It's going to change. It will change. It can change, and it is going to change. But this is kind of the time frame that we're given of a forecast. Like next time the National Hurricane Center updates this, the timing is going to be different. It'll probably be later. It might be earlier. But yeah, I'm hoping for a daytime landfall myself as well. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised if it's another very early landfall, which is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. We got to deal with what Mother Nature gives us. But I'm kind of hopeful for a daytime landfall. But I remember like Hurricane Beryl, it was flip-flopping back and forth between daytime and nighttime, and then same thing with Hurricane Debbie just a couple weeks ago down in Florida. And then it ended up being a super early morning. Actually, it was pretty much overnight landfall. Super early, though. But once again, remember, official landfall is when half the eye wall makes it onto shore. So you'll start having outer bands impacting Texas and Louisiana much earlier than, as of right now, 1 p.m. Wednesday. So that's one thing that got to be kind of mindful of, is even though the timing's on here, you still get outer bands way, way sooner than that. But yeah, I mean, even impacts further along the Texas coast are going to be felt much sooner as well. There'll probably be some outer bands as it's a tropical storm at that point that are impacting the Texas coastline. So yeah, once again, flooding going to be a concern. Not really for sure. We can go look at storm surge if they have those out. Rainfall, some of the stuff they don't really have out. Continue. Man, things are just not liking me today. They are not liking me. Continue. Yeah, I don't even think they have. I mean, there's some yellows. What are the yellows? Greater than 3. Yeah, I don't think they have some of this information out. Usually there's a storm surge and stuff. We can go take a look at the rainfall. So looks about 8 to 12 inches of rainfall as of right now is what's forecasted. Flash flooding potential. Already a slight risk out over the next 5 days, that is. So of course day 1. Oh, that's cool. Kind of links to external sites. But yeah, as you can see, as I'm pulling up these rainfall days, it's not till we get much closer. But as of right now, only a slight risk, but there will be some flooding, of course. But yeah, heavy winds, heavy rains. Let's see, what else could we pull up here? I definitely wish I was more prepared for this. I've kind of been running around without a chicken with its head today. And then totally forgot about these overlays and stuff that we hadn't set these up again. I really just hope that as we continue this stream that some of this information will load as well. Let's see. I guess real quick, we can talk about other areas. So be interesting to see what these will do after this tropical cyclone 6. That's once again soon to be Francine, but there is 2 other areas out here in the Atlantic that are being highlighted by the National Hurricane Center. This one has a 70% chance of formation in the next 70 days, and then this one has a 50% chance. But this is going to change a lot because just like 2 days ago, I think it was, you know, National Hurricane Center, they had like 5 or 6 areas that were highlighted in yellow. I know one was like this thing, one was over here. There's a few back here, and then all those just went bye-bye, which, I mean, they were relatively low chances to begin with. But yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens with these, if these are gonna, which way they're gonna go. You know, they'll have to, if they go straight west, pretty much, they'll have to battle all of that land. Or if they'll go kind of more north, or if they will make it into the Gulf of Mexico, it's just too far out right now to tell. That's kind of how these systems are going this year. It's kind of slow going, and kind of who knows what's the heck is going to happen until we're like a day out from it, pretty much is how it seems like these last, well, I was going to say last few systems, but basically all of the systems this year. Hurricane Beryl, Hurricane Debbie, but yeah, there is those areas. That was on the 7-day, over 2 days time frame. This one has a 60% chance, and that one has a 0% chance. So these are gonna take a while. Although this one, within the next 2 days, might form into something, but what that may be, we don't know yet. Hey Sandra, how's it going? So again, feel free to ask any questions, and we will try our best to get to them. Man, that's frustrating that some of this stuff is like not loading or working properly. But once again, this is a live, well, I don't know how delayed this is, but basically a live look at satellites of the potential tropical cyclone 6. Any SpaghettiOs? Yes, all the time. I still have some in my vehicle. I probably need to resupply a bit. Hey, thank you so much, Grifter. Will Shreveport, Louisiana be impacted much? Let's see. I gotta remember Shreveport. I think that's a little bit... I'm gonna have to search it. Shreveport. Oops. Yeah, that's pretty far inland. At some point between... let me go back over here to the warning thing. 1 p.m. Thursday. So probably about the Thursday, Friday time frame. You might get some outer bands up here by Shreveport, but it's pretty far inland. So at least you'll be on kind of the western side of that eye. Typically, it's the eastern side of the wall, eye walls that are much stronger. But yeah, you could still have some outer bands out this way that would impact, and of course probably some rainfall as to be expected. So again, thank you, Grifter, for that. Hey Kim, how's it going? But yeah, as you can see as well, then it'll become a tropical depression after it makes landfall. That is in Arkansas, and then we'll continue. It'll be a post-tropical 6, and that'll make its way all the way up into Missouri, potentially Illinois. But once again, even that track for after it's done making landfall, that's probably going to change. So again, if it takes more of that easterly track, actually, let me change this to white. It might be easier to see. I forgot about some colors are kind of difficult to see, but yeah, even the post-tropical depression stuff, if this takes more of an easterly track, that'll likely change, and that'll probably be over in this area. Or if it ends up taking more of a westerly track, then of course that's going to shift probably that way. So yeah, we just got to monitor these National Hurricane Center updates pretty closely over these next few days to see what's actually going to happen or not. And these will change very, very frequently. But I highly recommend you guys yourself go to National Hurricane Center, nhc.noaa.gov. Kind of give you a quick walkthrough of the site because it can be kind of intimidating to walk through or to figure out. So we'll just act like we're going to it. So you'll first be brought to this landing page, and it'll give you, you can actually click on other areas, so Central Pacific, Eastern Pacific, and then of course Atlantic. I think it defaults to Atlantic itself, or at least it does for me. And then I'll show you an overview of anything that's highlighted. So right now, once again, we have these 3 areas. That's the potential tropical cyclone 6 that is probably going to become tropical storm Francine. I almost said Debbie. Even during my streams for this, I'll probably say Debbie a few times because I know I did that with the Debbie one. I was saying Hurricane Beryl because I was so used to the other one. It happens. But yeah, so that's the potential tropical cyclone 6 that is going to become Francine, as I almost said Debbie again. And then it'll show you any other areas. So once again, we touched on those. So it kind of defaults to the 2-day graphical, and then you can click on the 7-day graphical, and that's kind of where you can get the actual highlighted regions. But yeah, going back, and then if you actually click on like this one, then this is how you can actually get to all of the warning map information, most likely arrival time of the tropical storm force winds. It gives you these key messages, and if you want the warning things even closer, you can do that, but then it just opens it all up. But then there's these things up here at the top, so that's how I was pulling up that. And then you can play around with all these other things. There's a bunch of stuff on here. So it looks like for parts of Mexico already, some tropical storm watches are out. Probably into tomorrow, there will be some tropical storm watches out for the Texas coastline. And then there is some further things that get added, because once again, there's typically a storm surge one, but it's probably too far out at this point. They're probably not 100% or very certain for sure yet. But yeah, that's how you get all of that information. And then, actually, I wanted the 2-day again. And then if you try clicking on these, it'll just kind of bring you into a closer view with satellite of that. So that one actually is looking pretty good on satellite, or at least that satellite image right there. And then actually underneath, you get a big discussion here from the National Hurricane Center of their thoughts. Which that one looks a little bit... Yeah, there hasn't been an updated one. 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Because now it is the... tropical 6, whatever it's called, tropical potential something rather. Yeah, I really wish tropical tidbits was like fully up to date. Maybe it is by now. Should have refilled my water as well. Current storms. Please, why are you not working? Yeah, gosh, that's frustrating. I want those to work. I was trying to think if there's anywhere else to get those besides Weather Nerds. I know Weather Nerds has them, but I like the look on Tropical Tidbits much better. But Tropical Tidbits is another great site to check out for that. I probably did miss some comments. When am I leaving? Probably tomorrow morning at some point. I am exhausted too. I'm always exhausted, let's be real here. But yeah, this is I love this cup. This cup is great. I need more water though. I'm out of water. I'll just open up this one again. Trying to think of what else to kind of cover. I've kind of covered the main points. I didn't really plan on this stream being too terribly long. I still got some other prep work to do. I need to make sure the vehicle's ready to go. I know I need to pack laundry. I still have laundry in the back of my Trailblazer that I never got out from last trip. I know I need to put my SD cards back in my cameras because I've got a couple SD cards laying right here. Basically just make sure all my equipment is ready to go as well. And yeah, I gotta go fill up the tank in the Blazer. before I leave too. I always have to pee as well. It's because I drink like 3 of these a day. But yeah, once again, this is all different models show a bunch of different tracks, or models, a bunch of different models show a bunch of different tracks, I think is how I wanted to say that. Dude, this GoPro, yeah, I don't know what's up with it. I think what might have happened is I need to find the door for the battery thing, because I think what was happening is I would take it off the windshield when it was recording the time lapses, and it probably wasn't done processing the footage to the SD card, and the battery got knocked a little bit, and then it just screwed it all up. So I need to find the battery door for that, but I'll probably just use this trip. Last 2 trips I've been wanting to have a camera inside the vehicle to record more vlog style type stuff, because every time I'm making videos I wish I had more footage of me with the storm basically. So I'll probably set this up inside the vehicle, and then I won't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, this thing, GoPro, just for a while has been irritating me. And then I need to remember to set up the Insta360 camera for this Hurricane. Last few Hurricanes I haven't set it up, so I need to remember to do that as well. I need to buy a longer charger cord as well, because I accidentally broke my other long charging cord. Yeah. 4 cups of coffee, yeah. I'm so frustrated that the Tropical Tidbits site isn't completely up to date. Okay, that's the 12. Oh wait, we already looked at that one, but yeah, I do kind of want to show the GFS, which actually I think Tropical Tidbits has this, because the GFS was kind of out in Fantasyland. One of the runs, I think it was, I know last night it was kind of out in Fantasyland showing like a Cat 2. So it was like basically an outlier from the models. So yeah, let me move this forward, because it was, yeah, it was showing like 990 or 976 millibars, showing it pretty strong. I didn't want to request a sounding. I think it's, I don't know if it's kind of backed off or kind of been showing the same thing. So now it's showing 967 millibar. I still think it's kind of out in Fantasyland, because some of these other models, let's see, I know where, okay, there's quite a bit of other models, and then you can kind of compare the models. 6. And then basically when you compare the models, like the GFS was kind of the only one showing like Cat 2. Other ones were showing like kind of just barely Category 1. So then you know the GFS is the outlier, and unless all the other models start finally coming into agreement also showing Category 2, then you know you're most likely not going to have a Category 2. Let's see. I wish this one was zoomed out further. Okay, that one shows about 974, 979 millibar. This model, just trying to think if there's any others. Yeah, that's not what we want. But yeah, there's like there's GEPS, which I don't remember exactly what that one stands for, but that's one model that has a bunch of different tracks on it. And then of course there's the GEFS, which also has a bunch of different tracks on it. So then you kind of compare the two, which this one's showing a little bit further east, and then this one's showing a little bit further west. Basically, this one looks exactly like the National Hurricane Center one, which I'll show it on Radar Omega again. That way we can kind of see some cities. But as of right now, it looks like it'll be just to the east of Port Arthur, which honestly, this area, I don't even know if there's... I haven't even really looked for myself, so I'm not even sure which way I'm going to head. I'll probably just put like Lake Charles in the GPS and kind of just go from there, or even Port Arthur. But I don't know if there's much beach access throughout this area to potentially ride it out at. Hopefully it's not another one of those hurricanes where we have to be like 30 miles inland or so to ride it out, because then the effects aren't as strong. It's not as fun. So yeah, I'll have to look and see, but I mean, this is gonna get adjusted a lot between now and then, so I am kind of just curious of how potentially long I have of a drive tomorrow. Well, I probably won't get there till like Tuesday. Let me just put Lake Charles in, and let's just kind of see how far of a drive. Alright, that's not bad. About 10 hours. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's not bad. It'll probably be like 11 hours or so, actually. But, yeah, that's not terrible. Not that bad compared to Hurricane Debbie. Alright, let me make sure that I'm not missing out on any questions by chance. Hey Bethany, how's it going? Great to see you again. Do we have an idea of how bad this will be? Let me pull up. It's gonna probably at least be Category 1. I mentioned towards the beginning of the stream, if it takes more of an easterly track, there could be further intensification that happens. There's a bunch of different things that go into hurricanes of why they take the tracks that they do. I know like cold fronts, high, low pressures, wherever those are. There's a bunch of other things that I don't even know really. I mean, I've seen them mentioned on social media, but I don't remember. But there's a lot of different things that go into hurricanes of why they go certain places or go where they go and stuff. So depending on some of that stuff, it could take more of an easterly track, which I have been seeing on social media from some very trusted sources. One of those being I Cyclone Josh. I'm gonna butcher his last name. Morgerman. Hold on, that's not it. Josh Morgerman I Cyclone. He's a really good source. You can follow his stuff on Facebook. Another really good source. I'll just go ahead and pull it up here. Actually, hold on one second. Okay. Another really good source for hurricane information as well on Facebook is Mike's weather page. I've been following him for like years. He does a great job at posting readily available data. So like these are 2 model runs. Sorry if that was loud. I forgot how close my mic is sometimes. But yeah, he posts really good information. Of course, that was rainfall map, which I showed that a little bit ago. And then, you know, he posted the National Hurricane Center thing. But yeah, track bump east or west changes who gets the big stuff. But yeah, he continuously posts information about ongoing systems. And it's really good information. And then the other one, the other one that I was referring to is this guy. He is awesome too. Because I read through, let's see, I think it was this post earlier today, 3 hours ago. It's slowly getting better organized, and it's now producing tropical storm force winds. It should be upgraded and named Francine later today or tomorrow. Computer models are all over the place. Yes, they still are. They typically do that, especially since pull up satellite again here real fast. Since it doesn't have a well-defined eye, models are going to struggle until this thing really gets underway and gets going, which could be later tonight. So yeah, models are still going to be all over the place by then. Raging from the super aggressive GFS, which brings a major hurricane into Louisiana, which is what I showed earlier, to the stingy HWRF, which hates the system and hardly develops it. Of particular interest this afternoon, the Euro, which was previously unenthused about the system, really woke up with the 12Z run, and now it shows it being a significant cyclone. He says that a broad compromise between all these solutions would be a strong tropical storm moving into Louisiana early Thursday. That said, there's a decent chance this thing becomes a hurricane. Anywhere from the upper Texas coast through Louisiana into coastal Mississippi should keep a close watch on this thing and be prepared to act. So yeah, really, let me pull up Radar Omega again. Because really, if you live along the Texas coast into Louisiana and even probably parts of Mississippi, yeah, you should be getting ready to enact your hurricane plan really like Tuesday into Wednesday, or even tomorrow as well. Thankfully it's not going to be like Cat 3 or higher, Cat 4 or 5. It's not going to reach that strength. It's going to be kind of a relatively weak hurricane. However, it could undergo some rapid intensification before landfall, which does make the what's the word for it? Makes the effects stronger and worse. But yeah, as it's forecast to become a hurricane by at least late Wednesday into very early, or wait, as of right now, sorry. I think I might have messed up. Into Wednesday. It's hard to keep track sometimes. Warning cone. Yeah, Wednesday. But it could get pushed back to Thursday, which I wouldn't doubt if it does end up getting pushed back to Thursday. Because right now, with this latest advisory, this thing is only moving northwest at 5 miles per hour, so it's moving pretty dang slow. Yeah, there will probably be quite a bit of tornadoes, Sanja. That's typically what happens with hurricanes, or even tropical storms. It doesn't even have to be a hurricane, just tropical storms at least. The outer bands, there's so much spin that happens with these that it's very easy to get pretty quick spin up tornadoes. However, sometimes there is even more significant tornadoes that can happen in the outer bands of these hurricanes or even tropical storms. But yeah, tornadoes are basically always guaranteed with the tropical systems. Yeah, Kim, it really just depends on what happens with this track. I wouldn't say Cat 2 or high-end Cat 2 isn't completely out of the picture. But once again, if we go back over here to this intensity forecast, because I don't. And I'm streaming because it would mess with the quality. No. Based on this intensity thing, which this one's a little bit outdated. We don't have the recent ones because Tropical Tidbits is being a little funky I really wish these ones would load, because there has been new data that has come in since the 12Z. There's been the 06 and the 00. But yeah, at least a little while ago, only one is really showing Cat 2. So yeah, I'm still majorly learning tropical stuff too. Shoot, another good resource. Let's see, Storm Chaser. My buddy Noah, he's really knowledgeable on hurricanes and tropical systems and whatnot. And sometimes I get advice from him before these systems. But NC Storm Chaser, shouting out my buddy Noah here. He's very knowledgeable on these systems. He also shares a lot of information. But yeah, 4 hours ago, he keeps seeing a lot of people sharing a recent GFS model run that shows a Cat 3 hurricane in the Gulf next week. It's not an impossibility, but it's unlikely right now. And then, of course, those latest, those ones, I don't know why those ones don't show the Cat 2. I guess we had newer ones since then, but yeah, my buddy Noah, he's a great resource as well. Of course, I try to just relay information that I see and stuff on my Facebook, since I'm still learning these a lot myself. There's a lot that goes into hurricanes, like I mentioned earlier, even tropical storms. So some of this information can be very, very difficult to find, though. Like there's a lot of, like I showed a little bit ago, there's a lot of clicks on the National Hurricane Center before you can even get to any of that information. And I really wish they would make this site much easier for the general public to use. Anybody that wants to go see, not just weather enthusiasts, because us weather enthusiasts, us storm chasers, we can get to this site and know where the hell we're going. But a lot of people, for the general public that the National Hurricane Center is trying to warn for and stuff, they don't know where the hell to find this information, and it takes quite a bit of clicks to actually get to the good stuff. But yeah, wind shear, water temp, all that stuff. There's so much more. Like I mentioned, there's high and low pressures that go into it as well. I would say like shear. Well, of course, the high and low pressure, because that's gonna dictate kind of the path based on the troughs and everything. But the other major thing is wind shear. If there's a lot of shear, these things get just torn apart very easily and have a very hard time getting organized and developed, which at one point in time this one was battling quite a bit of shear. Let's see. Nope, that's not the one that I want. Do they not have post-tropical? Most of the time Radar Omega gets the satellite for each of these, but I don't see it in here yet. I might need to relaunch my Radar Omega. Let me go ahead and do that real fast. Okay, main development region. That's not what we want. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in here yet, which kind of sucks. Because most of the time with Radar Omega 2, you can quickly pull up pretty much a bunch of different things instead of navigating to a bunch of different sites as well. It's another reason why I love Radar Omega. It's not exactly the view that I wanted, but it's getting approaching darkness, so I think it was actually this one. Maybe. Well, it was, but once again, it's getting dark, so I think it was this one. Maybe, if it wants to fully load. Nope, it does not want to fully load. But yeah, we can take a look at Invest 92L. Where is that one at? I guess we'll just go take a look at Atlantic wide. Get a look at our other system out there in the Atlantic that the National Hurricane Center is highlighting. Although this is being glitchy too, but right in that area. Hopefully you guys can see my mouse. I'm actually not sure if you guys can see my mouse on screen or not. Maybe you can't. I need to get the, there's an application to have there's like a pen. I need to get that working again. Because you guys can't see where I'm pointing, I don't think. But that's a look at satellite for the other system out there in the Atlantic. Although as it's approaching nightfall, it doesn't look as impressive as what it did a few scans earlier today. Yeah, I try my best, Kim. I get confused too. There's so much information that goes into these systems and stuff, and it's really hard to keep track. It's really hard to keep track of like where to find the different tracks. Of course, the intensity. Satellite's not as difficult for me. I like this site too. Although I like it better when when these actually do get named, because then you can just quickly click and then it'll bring it right to you. But when it's not, what I have to do is, I believe I use this one, and then you can change the forecast hour, and then you update it, and then it shows you all potential tracks. But like this one took me a while to find, and then you can see it for the area that we are watching. But yeah, there's just so many different models as well. There's just so much information for hurricanes, which is why I really like Tropical Tidbits. There's another one called Spaghetti Models as well. Spaghetti Models. But that one has a lot of... This one's from Mike's weather page, the one that I mentioned earlier. But this one also has like a lot... It can be like... It's like information overload, basically. Especially to somebody that doesn't know what the hell they're looking for or what specifically. I mean, to us weather enthusiasts and storm chasers, like, it's great to have all this information in one place, but just for somebody looking for like quick information, such as like the warning map, which thankfully this one's towards the top on this site, but yeah, it can be very intimidating. Like even me just pulling this up right now, looking at it, I'm like, that is a lot. And some of it's like, what the heck is this, basically? So yeah, I try to, and let me actually just leave links as well in the comments. You know, I'm kind of taken away from my own self, but that's all right. And then weather page. These are just really great sources of information to go follow for hurricanes. All right, there you go. There's all those links to people that do a great job at getting information out about hurricanes. And once again, I tried my best on my Facebook too to kind of narrow down the information as well. But sometimes I just don't have time to post, really. Let's see. Hey, Deborah. Sorry I'm a little bit delayed getting to you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, Noah's a good friend of mine. We've chased together plenty of different times. He is great to follow along for that information. Just kind of being blinded by my lights there. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions, guys. We'll probably go ahead and wrap this up further because I've pretty much talked about all the main information that needs to be talked about. Not really sure what else I can bring up. There's other stuff that I wanted to show, but it's just not loading, so not much I can do about that. So we'll kind of just leave it on this satellite imagery here. Get out of here, advertisement. Yeah, good cuddle buddy too. Noah is. It's funny. I'm gonna test some other scenes real fast. Oh, okay, cool. And then we also have that. No, you're talking about hurricanes, but you just wondering about Illinois' North Aurora. I'm not really sure what you're trying to ask, Deborah. But yeah, while we wait on some questions, I do just kind of want to touch on my team and I spent some time revamping. Actually, hold on. YouTube Studio, memberships, levels. Alright, I wish I could like move this thing. Disable channel membership. Where does this take me? Membership. Okay, here we go. This will work. All right. While we have a break, while I'm waiting for further questions, spent some time revamping the YouTube memberships here. We used to just kind of have 3 levels, but now we've got the Haboob crew, so that gives you basically the channel emojis or badges, channel badges and the channel emojis. And then the only other perk with that one is the Discord members only chat rooms. On my Discord server, we do have some members only Discord rooms, which they're a blast when they're pretty active. They've kind of slowed down recently. Slackers. Oh yeah, Proxima, thank you so much again. Real fast, Proxima, I forgot to email you back the other day, but I did get that other light bar returned. I got completely busy and totally forgot. But okay, anyways, so we revamped the YouTube channel memberships. Lightning Lovers is still the same. You still get the Discord members only chat rooms, but then with this one you get the members only live streams, photos and status updates. I do my best to provide those updates to members, especially when I'm out on the road or my chase plans and stuff like that. And then we do have this Tornado Lovers one, which this one I thought I kind of deleted it, but I guess I left it up. But basically the new ones that we added were the Haboob crew one and then the Twister Suck Zone. Twister movie reference there. But with this one, it's $49.99 a month, but you get a free customized t-shirt, which our Chaos Coordinator will go ahead and make that t-shirt. And I'm not sure she has a design out for it yet, but I'm sure she can come up with something epic. I think we're going to put like the Tyler's Greenidge Moo Crew thing on it. I think we have a logo for that. And then I will send you a personalized special thank you video. And then this one is pretty cool. I know it's pretty pricey, but I know it sucks. But this one is the SCTK Superfans, $99.99 a month. You also get the free t-shirt, you get the special thank you video, and I will put your name on the outside of Haley 2.0. So you can actually have your name like physically in all the storms and stuff that I chase. We'll probably do it as a sticker. Melanie will probably make those too, the Chaos Coordinator. But yeah, just thought I'd take a I know it's not a quick second, but to talk about those. Pretty exciting. Yeah, that 42-inch one Proxima should fit, because I think Dylan helped me figure out, I don't have the brackets inside here with me, but basically there was like a bunch of overhang. The light bar itself and then the brackets like made that overhang even bigger, But the brackets that I got, they should still work because they come in about 5 to 6 inches from the side of the vehicle where it's going to actually be mounted to. And then to fill the rest of that space, it was about 42 inches. So that should definitely make it work. So thank you again, Proxima, for all your support and all the Amazon things, which I need to charge up some of those portable, some of these portable battery things tonight before I make my way towards Louisiana, Texas, Louisiana. Good. I hope I jinx it for you, Brittany. I hope I do. Oh, sorry, Deborah. Just wondering, there's bad weather coming in Illinois after these hurricanes. There might be a little bit of weather. As for like bad, too far out to tell at this point, but most likely not. But always be weather aware, though. Mother Nature will do whatever the hell Mother Nature wants to do. So. But yeah, by that point, it would be a tropical or post-tropical depression. SD cards, yeah, I gotta put those back in my cameras. Tripod weights, yeah, that's which won't need the tripod for Hurricane, but all right, it's later, Grifter. All right, we're gonna end this here in about 3.5 minutes. Reach the hour mark, because once again, I'm just not sure what else really to cover. I've covered all the main points. So this is kind of your guys' time. If you have any questions, we'll try my best, but I'll kind of give a little quick recap first. We've got the potential Potential Tropical Cyclone 6. God, that is like a tongue twister for some reason. But it is expected, or it's probably going to become Tropical Storm Francine. The earliest, probably later tonight, maybe, if not into tomorrow. It'll probably officially become Tropical Storm Francine, and then it's forecast. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Forecast to become a hurricane by about 1 p.m. Wednesday. Once again, that time frame. Oops, I need to show the browser. Restart. We've got potential Tropical Cyclone 6, and then it is forecast to become a hurricane by about 1 p.m. on a Wednesday. Along the Texas-Louisiana border. Once again, that could shift eastward or that could shift westward. Kind of hard to tell at this point. We probably won't know more for certain until like Tuesday time frame, late Monday into Tuesday time frame of potential shifts in the track. But this will change a lot. They always do. Timing will change as well. But there will be outer bands impacting much sooner than Wednesday along the Texas coast. As it slowly crawls its way northward towards Texas and Louisiana. But yeah, as of right now, forecast to be at least a Category 1. Could potentially push Category 2, but that's more uncertain right now. We really just kind of have to wait till it takes full shape and kind of gets more of an eye on satellite, gets more developed, because right now it's still in that process. It was battling some shear these past couple days. But now it's kind of getting out of that region where it's not having to battle as much. So models will get much more into agreement once this thing does fully become developed and reaches tropical storm status. And then these models will hopefully really get their act together and figure out more what the heck is going to happen with it. But that's what we know as of right now. Forecast to become a hurricane by the Wednesday-Thursday time frame for Texas, Louisiana. So once again, I will be leaving starting tomorrow. I'm not sure what time exactly I'm going to leave. I'll probably just head in the general area of Lake Charles or even down here by Port Arthur. I'm not really for sure yet. To go chase this hurricane, and I will provide continuous live coverage, basically. Same old, from when I went and covered Hurricane Beryl, when I went and covered Hurricane Debbie. We'll have multiple days, most likely, of live weather coverage, because I do plan to at least have some members only stuff probably on Tuesday after I get down there and kind of figure out more of my game plan, figure out where I'm going to hang out, basically all of that fun stuff, and then probably do like another update stream like this from the road. I know I did one for Hurricane Barrel. I think I did one from Hurricane Debbie as well. I'm not sure. I was a little bit more laxed. I didn't have as much time for Hurricane Debbie, but I should have plenty of time to do at least one update stream like this, just from on the road, using my iPad and stuff. Just basically sharing the new National Hurricane Center information and any new information that is available to us. That'll probably be on Tuesday at some point, or Wednesday, or I might do another one on Wednesday, just kind of depending on how much the timing and stuff changes. And then, yeah, it'll be the Hurricane Chase, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Sandra, I would like to try doing a stream on my way down. I need to do more of those, honestly. So I probably will try and force myself to do one. Although it's kind of difficult when it's just the views aren't that great. Like it's Oklahoma and it's Kansas and it's Texas, and the views it's not like I'm traveling to mountains or anything. But and then this should be more of a members only thing, but I sent in my camera lens for repair. I think it's gonna get there tomorrow. Hopefully that lens can be repaired. If so, it'll probably be a few $100s, which is better than $1,300. Really hoping they can repair it, and then I'm not sure how long it would take to get back, but after I get that lens back, I'm gonna head out towards, it'll probably be end of September, honestly, end of September timeframe, but I'm gonna head out back to Utah, do some fall color type thing. Also, along my way in Colorado, this area is freaking gorgeous. I was out there last October. This area throughout here is just stunning in the fall, which I know other areas in Colorado as well, like basically the whole mountain ranges. But I'm gonna do a fall foliage photography type trip. Go hit up Utah. I would like to go to the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone as well. Hopefully I should be able to make that work. I might try, there's this place down here, I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's like Horseshoe Bend, I think. It's like kind of along the Utah-Arizona border, but I really want to get there as well. But yeah, I'm going to do like a fall foliage photography mainly type trip, but I do want to do a lot of streams for those because they'll be public streams, but there's just so many beautiful areas once you get west. Really once you get like over off this way, like northeast Colorado is pretty boring. Kansas is boring. But yeah, once you get west and get into the mountains, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So yeah, I'll probably do a fall foliage trip. Not probably, I'm going to. I just don't know the time frame. But yeah, hopefully you guys will join me for that. The thing is, Melanie, I care because I can't get hyped about flat land. And then my mood is like, this drive sucks. This drive is boring. Whereas if I'm driving towards mountains or I'm in mountains, I'm like, yes, this is so pretty. Look at this, guys. No, Kansas, nah, it's flat. You ain't missing anything. Well, they ain't missing much. Just go look up a picture of flatness. There's the plains for you. But yeah, I'll try to do a stream at some point tomorrow driving down. It'll be a member or a public one, and then I'll try to have a bunch of updates for you members and anybody else that wants to join the memberships, because the memberships help me out so much on a monthly basis. Northwest Kansas isn't bad. There's what are they called? I think it's partly called like the Kansas Badlands. Monument Rocks is up there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, at least we finally have something tropical to go chase. It's been really slow going. Really hasn't been much weather since last week after I captured the beautiful tornadoes in South Dakota, North Dakota. Really just hasn't been anything to chase since then, so I'm excited to get back on the road. And yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to help support me further, if you're able, you can help directly support these chases and the channel. Of course, through the Super Chats and memberships, but also through Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Donations greatly help out in affording these gas, data cost, radar, all that fun stuff. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this up here shortly. So get your last minute questions in. I would be more than happy to answer. I'm just going to go ahead and leave some links in chat for you guys to quickly access as well. Just because it can be kind of difficult to find these. Okay, there's some links. Three months. Thank you, Proxima. We are so happy to have you around, and of course have your support. Obviously, I know it truly makes my day every time I see you in one of these streams or in the videos, or really just anything channel related. I know I can speak for myself on that, but I'm sure my team can kind of say the same thing. That we love to have you around. We love seeing you. And yeah, your support means the absolute world to us. So 3 months on Tornado Lovers. That's kind of crazy. Feels like it's been like so much longer, but time just flies. And then of course we have the oh yeah Kool-Aid emoji. Fun little thing for you, Proxima. But yeah, no, I definitely need to do the driving stream because I need to make sure equipment is working. That'll be a great opportunity to do that, kind of. What is that noise? Flash flood warnings, probably. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning. Clear over here in California. Radar, single site radar. Interesting. There's like nothing on radar, but there's a bunch of mountains in the area, so that's why. But interesting. 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, and then a bunch of flash flood warnings. That's kind of more monsoon type associated, but look at all those flash flood warnings. Even up here towards Las Vegas. Kind of slow moving storms. See, there's already outer bands. I don't know if they're technically outer bands, but there's already rainfall rainfall activity in association with soon-to-be Francine. I'm out of water. But alright guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. There's still some other prep work I need to do in preparation for leaving tomorrow, but if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bells, as we will have live hurricane, tropical storm coverage over the next few days. Ooh, what a great way to top off the stream. Sandra got a membership again. I think Sandra's had a membership before. Thank you again so much, Proxima, for gifting those 5 memberships. Teresa got one. Nice. Katie. I feel like I kind of recognize that name. So if you got gifted a membership, make sure to say thank you to Proxima. And if you did get gifted a membership, now you can use the oh yeah emoji. I think that's to members only. Yeah, that's a members only one. Yeah, Daily, you're still waiting. You're still waiting. Yeah. Maybe there'll be more gifted over the next few days. And during the hurricane, tropical storm streams as well. Typically we do get quite a bit of gifted memberships, which greatly help out. So thank you again, Proxima, and thank you everybody that watched. But yeah, if you're watching and you're new to the channel, haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Subscribing and liking the streams, the videos, stuff like that greatly help out the channel as well, and they're completely free. But yeah, if you are able to help out further, fortunately storm chasing is very, very expensive, and we do rely on viewer support to keep these going. I am self-funded, independent. Occasionally work with some news stations, but it's not like a full-time gig type thing. So unfortunately, we do kind of rely on viewer support. If you guys believe in me, believe in the mission, and you're able to help out further with Super Chats, memberships, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo donations, truly means the world to me. No matter if it's 50 cents, $1, $5, $10, $20, so on and so forth. Any amount greatly helps out in keeping the ship afloat and keeping the ship running. So we're probably going to spend, I think for the North Dakota, South Dakota chase, we spent like 2 days. I was gone for 2 days. Drove up there and I drove home, and it was like, which I know my vehicle is kind of a gas hog, but it serves as my hotel. It serves as my living space too. But yeah, they're in the 2 days, it was like $350 roughly on gas, if that gives you an idea on just gas alone at times, let alone Starlink. But if I have any say, there will be more memberships. Yeah, more memberships. Woo! Membership dance. See, I keep saying I'm gonna wrap this up, and then I just keep rambling. I'm very well known for that. I'm very well known for that. I like hanging out with you guys most of the time. No, I'm just kidding. Airplane greedy. We'll probably do some more airplane greedies. We should come up with some donation challenges for this hurricane. So I know last time we had like the airplane gritty thing, but I like to do funny stuff like that for entertainment purposes, more so when it's not like the very serious parts of the hurricanes. But yeah, you guys should help me come up with some challenges for that to provide some entertainment. Also, I was trimming my beard earlier. I freaking cut my lip. It hurts. No, I have not learned the real gritty yet. I guess I need to. Maybe that's what I'll be some prep work tonight, is learning the real gritty, since I still don't know how to do that. Maybe that'll be the challenge, the real gritty. Just drove back from Nova Scotia to Ontario, Dodge Ram, $300 in gas. Sounds about right. I got the white boy shuffle. That's all I got. I would not do well on Dancing with the Stars. I would be out like, I wouldn't even make it through auditions. I would be out like fourth, or not fourth. I would be out during the auditions. Is basically what I was trying to say. It'd be terrible. About all I know is airplane gritty, and then whatever this move is called. Be terrible. Ice crunching ASMR. Too bad we don't have radar down here in Mexico. I really wish, which I know it'll probably be added by tomorrow, but Gulf of Mexico Central. Ah, so close. Come on, just get the tropical cyclone 6 or potential tropical cyclone 6. Just get it on here already. What is the severe weather? Alright. I'm done playing around with that. I was hoping they would have got that by now. Okay, if there's no further questions, I should really wrap it up at this point so I can quit distracting myself from things that I need to do. Get packed up. I was maybe wanting to take a nap, but I probably shouldn't. Need to go get dinner. But yeah, get my things packed up. Get ready to head out in the morning to head down towards Texas and Louisiana. Gotta learn the gritty. But alright, I will just give one more quick little recap. One more quick little recap, if you guys want me to. Or just tell me to get the hell off here. Also, actually, real fast, non-hurricane related, but if you didn't happen to see any of the footage from last week with the tornadoes, you should certainly go check that out on YouTube. There's videos on that, but I edited some pictures from last week's chase across North Dakota, South Dakota. Captured some very, very magnificent scenes. That's not the one. This is on the print store, so it's that link from Nightbot. This one's one of my favorites. I know it may be a little bit hard to see. Oops. But there is a tornado back in there, but this is a wide shot of the whole entire structure. Very classic inflow tail feeding into this thing, and then just classic structure. You got the tornado underneath, but tornado picture, a little bit of like a medium range shot. That's another really good one. That wasn't completely fully condensed in that one, but yeah, just incredible pictures that I got from last week across North Dakota, South Dakota. But there's a lot of really good storm stuff on here throughout the years on my print store, and purchasing prints goes a long way to it's another way to help support me as well. But I've got stormscapes, I've got astrophotography, really good astrophotography stuff on here, northern lights, Milky Way from Devil's Tower, one of my favorite pictures. Just love how the Milky Way turned out on this picture. It messed with my mouse speed. And then I've got plenty of landscapes on here as well over the years. That one's from Colorado a couple years ago. Devil's Tower shots. Actually, this portfolio needs some work. I forgot about that. I have so many landscape pictures that I need to upload to this. But yeah, print store. Uh-oh. Does Noah have Noah's recent post? All right, hold on. So yeah, okay, things have been messed up. Glad to see the aliens are invading today. Just kidding. There's no imminent alien invasion of Earth. Just one very glitchy satellite. Yeah, that's what I was seeing earlier on Tropical Tidbits, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what that was from. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The aliens are invading the satellite. They do not want you to have a look at satellite tonight, apparently, is what's going on. waiting for the alien mothership to rise over Devil's Tower. There was a pretty gnarly storm at Devil's Tower a few weeks ago. Might have been like a month or so ago. But I don't know, it was at least a few weeks ago. Really gnarly storm went through there. I think on the one of the trading posts there, I think it even knocked out some windows with the hail. But one last thing, I guess, before I just continuously keep rambling on. But yeah, go follow my Facebook as well. I'll try to give updates regarding new information that we received from the National Hurricane Center regarding future tropical storm Francine. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Oops, not what I wanted to open up. Gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you again to Proxima for the gifted memberships and the donation. Really, really appreciate it. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. Goes a long way. Did I ever see the Spielberg film Close Encounters of the Third Kind? I did not. Apparently I need to watch that at some point. But alright guys, great to see you all. Hope to see you all over the coming few days with the tropical storm / hurricane coverage from soon to be Francine. But I'm gonna go get some food and finish up my task for the evening before heading out tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a much needed good night's sleep. Alright, bye.